we have a few checklist items. Not only do I have to dump, we also got to go into town, do laundry, refill our propane. I don't like black tanks. Apparently, not only is there awesome Mexican food in Blue Ridge, there's also awesome Cuban food in Blue Ridge. Ooh-wee. It is so cold. I am not prepared for this. Flashlight out here last night. It's frozen. And take that back inside.
I'm just gonna continue to stay inside. Okay, bye.
Okay, so we're prepping to leave Asheville. We're getting the heck out of Powhatan Campground. It has been awesome, but we went through the regular dump station and somebody had left a nice steamy surprise right in front of the hose attachment hole. So we decided to back into a vacant full service site so we can do it a little cleaner and not have to dance around somebody else's mess. Let's get this over with. We're still on our first shakedown trip technically, and I've noticed that one of our blade valves is leaking, but we'll see. A little bit of water. Maybe, I don't know. It seems like they're getting better the more we use them. Maybe the seals are just dry. That would be nice. We've been using the black tank, even though we don't want to use the black tank, but we haven't put the composter toilet in. We haven't used the black tank enough to warrant dumping it. Apparently, it's a good idea to let the black tank fill up to at least halfway, if not 3/4 full, before you dump it. Otherwise, if you dumped it when it was low or 1/4 full, you run the risk of leaving solids in the tank and all of the water coming out, and then the solids drying and adhering to the sides of your tank, and that turns into a giant mess that I don't want to deal with. So I'm leaving the black tank alone today, but our gray tank is a little over halfway full, so that's got to go. Snacky laundry time?
Yes.
Here we
Even
go.
though we just ate like an hour and a half ago, but fine. So this was a big trade-off for us with downsizing. We used to have a washer dryer, the Splendid 2-in-1 on our fifth wheel, and we really enjoyed having that. We were able to do pretty much all of our laundry except for our sheets and comforter just because it was a little too big for that. But now we have to go to a laundromat. It's not the end of the world. Your laundry gets done much faster. It's just not as convenient. But we're kind of building it into our day. We're going to be working while it's washing and drying, so it's not really that bad. It's just part of it. Wardrobe change.
It's supposed to get up to 66 in Asheville today.
And in the sun, it's
feels
hot.
hot. Mm-hmm. Which is strange saying that, because 3 days ago, we were crying about 60 degrees.
But anyway, that's also a benefit of having your house with you, is that we got here and we were like, man, we're hot. We could just go change and then continue with our laundry journey. Let's go wash.
Let's do this. Success.
2 hours later and our clothes are clean. But we're hitting the road late now, so what's new?
Yeah, what's new? Oh yeah.
While we do love to eat out, especially when we go to a foodie city like Asheville, you can't eat out like that all the time. One, we'd be enormous, and two, we would be broke. So a big part of eating for us is cooking really yummy meals at home. And I just got an Instapot for the first time. I've always had a pressure cooker, and I've loved having pressure cookers. We use them all the time. But the Instapot has so many more functions. Like, we can make yogurt. Do I think I'll ever do that? Probably not, but I like that it's an option. And I love that it has saute first, because my other pressure cooker, you can't saute first. So you just kind of have to put it all in there and then pressurize it or cook it for a long period of time. This, there's so many different options. You can do hard-boiled eggs without having to use any water. It's really nice. So tonight we are making like a mushroom gluten-free pasta dish with cream and wine. It's not very, this is not my typical dish. We normally don't do lots of pasta dishes because carbs, but it's gluten-free, so it's okay, right? I say so.
It's cold. When we pulled into our buddy's mountainside campsite, dude, it was cold last night, but I didn't think it was gonna get this cold today, especially not cold enough to snow. We need water. There's water on site, but I have to move the van to get to it. I should have done it when we pulled in last night, but it was dark and I didn't feel like messing with it. And now I gotta do it in the freezing snow. Hopefully it'll warm up tomorrow and Thursday so we can actually go into Blue Ridge and explore a little bit. But for now, I'm gonna try to get this water situation figured out before it gets too cold or starts snowing any harder. I don't even know how you get this off. It said it unscrews, but honestly, I don't feel like messing with it. Maybe we can survive without water for tonight. I am going to turn on these incandescents in here just to keep it warm inside of this bay. This is where the dump valves are, so hopefully that'll keep at least the dump valves from freezing. I am a little bummed that the scooter is not protected at all right now from the elements. We didn't expect to have snow on this trip, but that's one of the things of the shakedown. We're gonna end up getting at least a cover for whenever we're parked. It's gonna be very hard to cover it while we're actually moving because anything that's a soft cover is just going to get beat up by the wind and mess the paint up really bad. But I would like it to have a little something over it for when we're sitting still on days like this. This is pretty miserable. So I finally got some water in the tank and now Liz is taking a shower and I have a kitchen full of dishes, literally 2 nights worth that I have to get done. But I'm so glad I got water in the tank. It was way too cold to do it last night. It was like 18 degrees, it was snowing, it was sleeting. I was not about to have to pry off the cover for the access to the water spigot and drag out all my hoses. So anyway, got that done. We're gonna shower up, we're gonna clean up the RV, and then we're gonna head into Blue Ridge to have lunch with some friends and maybe hit a brewery. Here's a question for you.
Yeah?
How you like that shower head?
The shower is great. Pressure's great. Our upgraded shower of the Oxygenics is awesome.
Actually, while we're giving you updates, the Oxygenics, a lot of people told us we weren't gonna like it. A lot of people told us that the pressure was gonna be too high and it was gonna spit water everywhere. It's totally untrue. The other myth I want to dispel about the Oxygenics shower head is that the pause button that makes the water shut off still lets a stream come through that's supposed to regulate the water temperature and keep that cold blast from happening whenever you completely shut the water off with a regular stop valve. The myth was that that's going to run enough to keep the pump running, and that was annoying for some folks. Now, if you take a long time to lather up once you hit the pause button, yes, the pump will recycle to repressurize itself, but it's not enough water that I think it's wasteful. So I'm totally cool with the Oxygenic shower head. I actually really love it. I love it better than the massager version that we had in the fifth wheel.
I went with the brown, then it's got a flight. Pretty cute little brewery here. Very small town feel. Like, I feel like the locals here. It's not a big big brewery. It's cute. I'm full.
Are you full?
I'm so full. Los dos Huastecas, I think.
Los dos Huastecas.
Was very good.
Very good.
Authentic and delicious.
I did not expect to have that good of an authentic Mexican restaurant experience in Blue Ridge, Georgia.
Very good.
Made to order guacamole.
Mm.
I had 3 tacos, the carnitas, the chorizo, and al pastor, to die for.
Very delicious. And I got the vegetarian enchilada, which was massive and so yummy.
Sweet pea, you like that bed? Huh? Do you like that bed?
Pilar has adjusted pretty well. She doesn't love driving days, but she's also not like totally scared. And she pretty much comes out right after and is normal Pilar self. Oliver, not as comfortable with it. He absolutely hates moving still. He pretty much jumps on the bed, stays there the whole time. But he's acclimating to it after. Once we're parked, normally he comes down and hangs out. I'd say he's definitely less stressed from moving in our 5th wheel, but he still doesn't love it. Pilar doesn't mind. Sometimes she comes up and sits in my lap in the front seat. Huh. Huh.
Ollie, what's up, buddy? Are you mad at us because we're moving around today? Sorry, buddy. Blue Ridge is small, but a really rad little town. It's a beautiful little downtown main street. Grumpy Old Man Brewing was really good, but it's cold and we're ready to head south. So
that's kind of the nice part about RVing. We thought we were going to be staying up in northern Georgia and North Carolina a lot longer than we are, but honestly the weather's not great, so why stay in a place that isn't very fun, or you can't be outside enjoying the beauty that's around you because it's just a little too cold. So we have the freedom and the flexibility as RVers to be able to reroute. So we're going to be going back to Florida a little bit sooner than we expected, but we're not going to be going home quite yet. We're just going to stay farther north, explore some state parks, southern Georgia, and then in northern Florida.
Yep. I just want to say thank you to Jody, Gail, and Hannah for letting us hang out on this awesome little pad that Jody's built for the Momentum that we used to own. So if you guys don't know who they are, we introduced them in the Momentum sale video. Big thank you. This was such a nice treat.
So we have about a 3-hour drive ahead of us today to get to our next state park in Georgia, and we'll see you there.
Oh, no, wait, maybe not.
We were trying to make it out of Blue Ridge, but we had to get diesel, so we stopped. We got 30 cents off per gallon.
38 cents cash back per gallon.
38 cents cash back per gallon on diesel at this BP. And as I'm filling up, I looked across the parking lot and I was like, wait a minute. That's that restaurant everybody else is telling us about. So apparently, not only is there awesome Mexican food in Blue Ridge, there's also awesome Cuban food in Blue Ridge. And the Rum Cake Lady was literally across the parking lot. So now we can't leave until we try these empanadas.
We've been craving empanadas, so this is a special treat. So we're gonna go get us some Rum Cake Lady, but not rum cake, just
not rum cake. Drink my coffee, girl.
so good. I love that we came here for like an empanada and we got all the things.
I opted for the pan confit steak, which is like thinly sliced steak with these little crispy French fries on top.
Worth it. I'm gonna be so full after this. I'm not gonna eat for the rest of the day. This is so good.
We also got spinach and mozzarella empanada. We got a ham crema, which is like flour mixed with cheese and ham fried. So good. And we got a homemade tamale, which is masa ground. It looks like they put pork.
Pork. That was Cuban style, so it's pork.
And then we got a little sweet treat of guava and cream.
Yummy.
Vegetarian's not their strong suit.
I did not know that you could do hard-boiled eggs inside of one of these things
Without
water.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
You use this stand and you put them in there and it's like 7 minutes or something like that and they're perfectly hard-boiled every time.
Now my eyes are burning. Need to turn the fan up.
It even has a button just for eggs.
That's wild.
Uh-huh. So cold.